is Chili and this is my voice. First, I'd like to thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. I know I've said it before, but I could never have imagined the amount of support I've received from this channel, and you guys make my day every single day. And I'm really grateful for everything you guys do and say in order to support me. Just some basic information. I'm going to go through the questions in sections, and some questions were repeated, so while I'll answer all of them, they might not be answered when your questions show up. Now, without further ado, on to the questions. The most popular question that I got was how I got into the fandoms that I do, and how I discovered Gacha. First, I became a Ninjago fan around 2013 to 2014, when I was around 5 to 6 years old. Our neighbour had an older son who had just grown out of the kiddie phase, and she gave my mother copies of Season 1 and half of Season 2 on disc, thinking that my brother would like it. We watched them together and got hooked on the series. We rewatched those episodes hundreds of times before Netflix got Ninjago Seasons 1 through 6, which we watched there. Another fun thing is how, since we only had half of Season 2, we actually started watching from Season 3. And I didn't watch Lloyd's whole fulfilling the prophecy and the Overlord's plot until a few years ago when I realised I had missed an important part of the story. I got into Percy Jackson in 2018 when my great-grandmother gave me and my brother a book as a gift. I enjoy reading and I got a book that I already had, and my brother, who doesn't like to read, got The Lightning Thief. He didn't read it, and for a few weeks it sat there on a shelf, until I got really bored one day, picked it off the bookshelf and started reading it. I absolutely loved it, and my parents bought me the next book a few weeks later. I finished Percy Jackson by November 2018, and I've bought almost every Rick Riordan book since. I can't remember exactly how I got into Gacha, but it was around 2019. One of my friends was really into it, and then one day a Gacha video came up on my YouTube For You page. I watched it because I recognised it as the game that my friend played, and the videos kept coming until I subscribed to some creators, and now my For You page is 80% Gacha videos. I downloaded the Gacha Life app and created versions of my friends, and that was mostly it, until Gacha Club came out in 2020 and I created my friends in it. For ages I did the end edit of Gacha trends with my designs, and I didn't make any videos until the end of 2020 when I got KineMaster. I made some videos using it, but it shut down a lot and I can't access them anymore. I eventually made designs for the Percy Jackson and Ninjago characters, and I decided to post my first video in April 2022.
What are your favourite Percy Jackson / Heroes of Olympus headcanons?
1. Will doesn't approve of Nico eating McDonald's because he knows the health risks and constantly tries to get Nico to eat fruit instead, often failing. 2. Leo and Piper get together and watch old comedy shows like Seinfeld, MASH, and The IT Crowd, saying that they watch them ironically, but it's because they love them. 3. Hazel hates islands and boats because of where she died, and because on boats there is no land for her to control or feel, and her fear got worse after, spoilers, Jason died.
What is your favourite Riordan verse book?
Mark of Athena.
What is your least favourite colour?
Red.
What is your opinion on the Percy Jackson movies?
They were horribly inaccurate to the books, but were overall a pretty good movie to watch. I wouldn't consider them Percy Jackson, but they were pretty good.
What fandoms are you in?
Main ones are Percy Jackson, Ninjago, Owl House, Marvel, Harry Potter, and there's so many more.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel, but I love Batman.
Have you watched the Spider-Verse movies?
I've watched the first one, but I haven't watched the second one yet.
Which Percy Jackson book is your favourite?
Sea of Monsters or Titan's Curse.
What is your favourite colour?
Black followed by purple.
What is your opinion on pet rats?
They're so cute.
When did you decide to make a channel?
April 2022. I'd been making videos without audio for a while now, but they were just for myself. And I couldn't figure out how to add audio to any of them. Then, in very late April, I discovered that I could record audio from YouTube videos and add it to my own. This method had a lot of background noise and bad quality audio, but I was really proud of figuring it out, and I decided to make a Dollhouse Gacha music video to demonstrate that I could create videos now. Once I'd finished, I was really proud of it, and I decided to upload it to YouTube as the only video I was ever going to post. Of course, that video became my first ever post on YouTube, because a few days later I decided that I was going to post another video. And now I have a full-time channel.
Is there a meaning behind choosing Chili as your nickname?
Not a deep meaning, but I chose my channel name after a character in the show Bluey. Chili was my favourite character, and I also chose it because of the double meanings. I like the idea of having a name that could be both chili and chili, and I changed it up slightly in the spelling to make it unique.
What's your Hogwarts house?
Ravenclaw.
What's your Camp Half-Blood cabin?
Athena.
Cats or dogs?
I like both, but I prefer cats.
Who inspired you to start doing gacha content?
I've had many inspirations, but the main ones at the time were Rai, Phoenix, WeSeed, Mega, Alexis QT, and starring Mi Yeon.
Are you a part of the Grishaverse fandom?
Not officially, but as of last night, I've finished the first book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy.
What do you plan to be when you grow up?
I'm not entirely sure, but I'd love to be either a director, an engineer, or an architect.
Could you tell us something about your OC?
The child who died in my last lore video is actually Chili's brother. People with wings are naturally more skilled in combat, and he was killed because he has wings, and the enemy did not want him to grow up to be a skilled fighter.
Did you once post content that wasn't Percy Jackson or Ninjago?
I've never posted anything that wasn't from these fandoms, but I did create gacha life trend videos for a while, although I didn't post any of them.
If you could change anything you've done on this channel in the past, what would you change?
I wouldn't have changed much, but I think I would have focused more on creating original content, because even now most of my content is just trends and videos inspired by other people, and I'd love to be more original.
Do you have a pet peeve?
Yes, people who walk slow.
Opinions on the newest content from your two fandoms?
I haven't finished Dragon's Rising yet, but so far it's been pretty good, but there's a lot of repeating tropes that Ninjago has done 1,000 times. The Sun and the Star was really good, and I love the Solangelo moments, but the ending felt really rushed.
Favorite song plus singer?
I mostly listen to musical songs, but Fallen Adrenaline by Why Don't We?
What is the meaning of life?
I believe the meaning of life is to do what you love and to make sure that you spend it with the people that you love.
What fandom do you like more, Percy Jackson or Ninjago?
It's very close, but I would have to say Ninjago. Sorry, Percy Jackson fans.
Who is your godly parent?
Athena.
What was the first fandom you ever joined?
It was probably My Little Pony, but Ninjago was also around the same time.
How do you pronounce chili?
You pronounce it like chili.
How did you discover your shading?
To find my editing style, I mostly took inspiration from other creators, videos, and editing tutorials, and took the parts that I liked and used them to create my own style. I've constantly been improving on my editing style by finding things that I want to get better at and then finding specific tutorials and inspiration in order to find those things. And that resulted in my editing style, which I love.
Have you watched Lego Dreams?
I haven't watched it yet, but I plan to.
A favourite ninja?
It's Kai, but Jay is a close second.
Who's your favourite character?
So many people ask this question. Okay, speed run. For Percy Jackson, it's Percy Jackson. For Ninjago, it's Kai followed by Jay. For the Owl House, it's Amity or Hunter. For Harry Potter, it's Luna Lovegood, and for Marvel, it's Rocket Raccoon or Spider-Man.
Advice to anybody trying to grow a gacha channel?
Mainly, I would say to number 1, give yourself credit for what you do. In every video, there should be something that you're proud of. Number 2, always be trying to improve. Get inspired by other people, find similar things that you like, watch tutorials, and try to always be constantly improving your editing, in videos, in character designs, etc. Number 3, create what you like and find other people who create similar content so that you have people to help you if you want to ask anything. And overall, enjoy yourself.
Who is your favourite character of all time?
My favourite character of all time is actually one that I haven't mentioned, and it's Pippa Fitz-Amobi from the Good Girls Guide to Murder series.
Grover, Juniper, Melly or Hedge?
Grover, because I've known him the longest, but Hedge is a close second.
Who's your favourite god/goddess?
Dionysus or Apollo?
How tall are you?
Not exactly sure, but around 175 centimetres or 5'7".
Why are you so epic and lovely?
Thank you so much for the compliment, but I don't know if I am. I'm just a fandom-obsessed introvert who spends way too much time in my room.
Do you speak any other languages besides English?
J'ai étudié le français por 3 ans. Estoy imparando l'italiano, but I'm not fluent in either language.
Will you do more parts for the Percy Jackson reaction video?
Probably not right away, as reaction videos are really hard to make for me. In the future, I will probably make another reaction video, but it won't be part of the same series.
Do you do traditional art?
I do a little bit of traditional art, but it's mostly digital. I do my traditional art in my art classes that I take at school.
Which fandom did you discover first?
Ninjago.
How many videos did you make to get 1 subscriber?
I didn't actually make any videos. Some random person subscribed to me because I made a comment on another video, and then I had that subscriber for a few weeks before I started making videos.
What non-canon ship do you like best?
Definitely Lava, but I like most non-canon ships.
If you could have any of the elemental powers, what would you choose?
I've always thought that I would have wind or air-related powers, but in the Ninjago universe, I'd probably pick Kai's.
If you could live in any of your fandom's worlds, which would you choose?
I'd pick the Owl House because a lot of the other fandoms have constant wars that I feel like are going to interrupt normal life.
What is your favourite Ninjago season?
Season 4 would be my all-time favourite, but I also really liked Season 6. What was your favourite childhood show? Ninjago would definitely be my favourite, but I also liked Teen Titans Go and My Little Pony.
What is your favourite Ninjago ship?
My ultimate favourite would be Jaya, because when I was watching the show I really enjoyed it, but I really like Lava as a side ship.
What are your recommendations on tweening?
I use Alight Motion, and I would definitely recommend doing that because it has different parts for rotation, size, movement, etc., and it makes it easier. Use references straight from Gacha, and then try moving them between poses. So, for example, use a pose where they're standing and change it into a pose where they're posing for a picture.
Opinion on video games?
I love video games, but I don't play a lot of computer ones. I usually play on a Nintendo Switch, and they're mostly Mario games.
Would you ever do a Percy Jackson AU of Ninjago?
Maybe, but right now I don't have the time or any ideas for it.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling well, but a little tired. Thank you for asking.
Who is your favourite non-ninja character?
My favourite non-ninja character would be Skylar.
Who is your favourite villain?
My favourite villain is Master Chen, but I think that Garmadon was also a really good villain.
Have you watched the Dragons Rising series yet?
As of this point in the video, yes, I have. Is there any specific reason you started doing this channel? Mostly I started this channel because I figured out how to include audio files in the videos I was already making.
What were the steps for your talent?
Honestly, mostly using tutorials and just trying to constantly improve.
Are we BFFs?
Why, yes, of course. How is your day going? Pretty good, actually. I went shopping with my in-real-life friends.
Have you read The Song of Achilles, and if so, have you cried?
I have read it twice, and I didn't cry, but it was very sad.
If you were a god, what would you be the god of?
I'd probably be a god of craftsmanship.
Do you ship Lokita or Loirumi?
I don't really ship Lloyd with anyone, but I would ship Loikita. How are you feeling? Weirdly energized.
What were your original plans for your channel?
My original plans for this channel was probably gonna be gacha music videos because the first video I posted was a Dollhouse one.
Did you ever expect to hit 5k?
No, not at all. And at the time of this recording, I've got 5.5k and I'm so unbelievably grateful.
Who's your favourite artist?
Probably Sam Does Arts on YouTube, but I don't really have a favourite.
What's your favourite Riordanverse series?
Definitely Heroes of Olympus, but I also really loved Magnus Chase.
What is your favourite genre of music, and who is your favourite artist?
My favourite genre of music would be either pop or like musical songs, and my favourite artist is Lin-Manuel Miranda. Thoughts on the upcoming Percy Jackson show? I'm really excited for it, but I think that the appearances of the cast members could have been a lot closer to the book description, but I think they're really good actors, and I'm still super excited for it. Do you ship any uncommon or unpopular ships? Not really. I don't ship the characters that much. I usually get convinced for a ship by the fan base, so I don't ship anything that uncommon. And that's all the questions I'm going to be answering in this video. I really appreciated all of the questions that I was sent, and thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers. There will be a part 2 that I'll start working on in a little bit, but for now, bye!